Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing my Sephora VIB/Rouge recommendations. Basically, the sale is going on and I wanted to get this video out. So Sephora has 3 tiers to their rewards program. So there's the Rouge, then there's the VIBs, and then there's the Beauty Insiders. All 3 of the tiers are going to be getting the discounts, but the dates are a little bit different. So I'll have those dates down below so you guys can check it out. So my strategy for the sale is really just to get backups of products I know I'm going to get maybe in a month, things that I know I'm going to run out of. Some of these products are staples and products that you've heard me talk about because I wanted to mention those just in case you haven't watched maybe some of my favorites videos. But I also wanted to mention some things that are pricey but I think are worth it during the sale. So the first product that I want to mention isn't actually makeup, but it affects your makeup, and it is actually my favorite brush cleaner. So this is the Cinema Secrets Makeup Brush Cleaner. I 150% recommend this product, sale or not. But during the sale, I think it's important to buy the jumbo size because if you're gonna get the 20% off, might as well go big. Like, my idea for the sale is go big or go home. So you want to get stuff that is not gonna run out easily, that you know you like. The only thing with this bottle is that you don't get the little mini jar that you can use to clean your brushes, but you can use a cup or a container, or if you already have the Cinema Secrets little jar, you can buy it separate, I believe, or you can buy it when it comes with a little kit with a smaller bottle. So you want to basically just dip your brush into the liquid, whether it's an eyeshadow brush or a face brush, it doesn't matter. You don't have to use too much of it, and then you're just gonna swirl it onto a bounty or onto a towel. I personally like using paper just because it's easier to just get rid of, but super fast and quick, easy way to clean your brushes. I mean, you can have a brush with like a black eyeshadow on it, and this is gonna clean it. It cleans all of the makeup off your brush. You still want to deep clean your brushes like with actual soap or brush soap, but for those in-between moments, or if you're a makeup artist, this is a must-have. Basically, I rarely ever use a dirty brush on my face unless I'm in a super extreme rush. I will always spot clean my brushes before using them. This is just gonna save you from, one, having like makeup mistakes, because sometimes a brush looks clean, it looks like it has one color on it, you go to apply your makeup and it has a different color on it. It just comes out patchy like that. I just prefer using clean brushes, and also you save yourself from eye infections or just like getting pimples or bacteria on your face. It's so important to use clean brushes. I know that was a long tangent for this, but it is important. So brush cleaner for sure, and I definitely recommend getting this big boy. Next up, you know I'm gonna recommend a perfume, and of course I don't have one, but I have 2. Actually, I recommend getting pretty much any perfume that you like or that you want to try, because why not? For 20% off, I think it's worth it because perfumes are pricey. So here I have Ellis Brooklyn Myth. This is like my new love. I've been wearing this non-stop since I got it, and it just instantly makes me happy. It puts me in such a good mood. It smells clean but rich. So this is $100, the 20% off. I think it's a great deal. I'm telling you guys, you have to smell it. It's so good. And then of course, I'm gonna recommend to you guys to get the Versace Dylan Blue. This is also like the perfect everyday scent for me because it's clean. I do love my girly scents, but I feel like I get way more use out of perfumes like these 2 because they're just easier to throw on for every day. Like from running errands, I don't feel like I have to be glam to wear these. They're just clean, good, classic scents. So Versace Dylan Blue, a must. And let's say you just want to try out this scent, I definitely recommend getting like the travel version of Dylan Blue, because this travel version, it's pricey, it's $30, but you get a lot of perfume in here. It's perfect for your clutch or your purse. It looks pretty and it smells amazing. So even if you have this, I recommend getting this during the sale because I've already gone through 2 of these pretty much, and I have to order another one. That's one thing that's on my list, is another one of these, so you know it's real. I'm gonna quickly go through what's in my cart at the end of the video, but I wanted to mention this because I definitely think everyone should have it. If you've watched any of my perfume videos or any of my other favorites videos, then you know that I love so many other perfumes. These are just 2 that I wanted to mention. I love Lancome La Vie Est Belle. I love Balenciaga Flora Botanica, Armani C, Chance, I mean Juliette Has a Gun, Not a Perfume, Flower Bomb. Skincare is also really good to get during the sale because again, these are pricey items. So here I have Sunday Riley Good Jeans, and then here I have the Drunk Elephant Glycolic Night Serum. I love both of these as treatments. These are so good for texture, for uneven skin tone. The Good Jeans is a little bit stronger, so if you have really sensitive skin, I would recommend the Drunk Elephant one, and I would recommend using these 2-3 times maximum a week. But I really love these treatments, and I wanted to give them a shout out during the sale because again, pricey but so worth worth it, even original price, but definitely a better incentive to get these during the 20% off sale. It's such a smart idea to also back up your items that you love. So these two products I absolutely love, and I go through them, I feel, pretty often, so why not buy backups during the sale? So here we have the Belif True Cream. This is the cream version. I like the aqua gel version for the summer, but the cream one pretty much year round. Such a classic cream that's good for sensitive skin, but that's still going to moisturize like crazy. I really love this for day and night. And then here I have the Henriksen Balancing Force Oil Control Toner. Now I have dry combo skin, but this really deep cleans your face. It's so important to use a toner. I used to be like, toner, I don't need that. For what? Like, I already have so many steps in my skincare, but this is the truth. It really just, again, deep cleans those pores. You'd be surprised how much makeup comes off of your face, off of your hairline, even after cleansing your face. When you use this is going to prove to you that we need to really deep clean our faces after using especially makeup. But even when I don't wear makeup and I tone my face at the end of the night, I'm like disgusted at how like dirty my face was just from like walking around. So definitely recommend these two products. Of course, I'll have everything listed down below, but I wanted to definitely mention these two because they are staples in my skincare routine. Most of the items that I'm going to share with you are like classics, things that you've heard me talk about. So I get super excited to talk to you guys about new makeup that I actually ended up liking. So this is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. Basically, it's going to make sure that your foundation grips to it. So your foundation is not going to go anywhere with this primer. It's literally like tacky, sticky glue, and then you're putting foundation on top. But the good thing is that it doesn't stay sticky or tacky for too long. So you put this on and you're gonna notice that you're like really sticky right away, and you're like, oh, that's kind of weird. You wait a couple of minutes and then it just kind of turns not into nothing, but you don't feel it anymore. You put your foundation on and your makeup is going to stay on through sweat, through everything. Like, it just doesn't come off. You need this, so I wanted to mention it. I'm gonna mention it again in my favorites, but just so you know, you definitely should pick it up if you have it. These next two products are classics, and you probably already have one of these, maybe, but I wanted to mention them just to remind you in case you needed a backup or in case you're running low. So the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, either this one or the Derma Blend, just any loose translucent powder, because I feel like if you're baking, you're going through these pretty quickly. If you're like me and you bake like twice, even if you're not baking, I feel like loose powders go pretty quickly. I don't know, because you have to like set your whole face. So definitely pick up a loose setting powder if you need one, if you're running low, or if you haven't tried one, definitely a must-have. And then the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Powder. This is one of my favorite powders to set my whole face. This one's in the shade medium. I'm almost out. I actually need to pick one up myself. It's pricey, but the sale definitely helps. But this will make your complexion look so smooth. So even when I put my foundation on and I see like a lot of texture, I'm not really feeling how a foundation looks. Once I put the Charlotte Tilbury powder on top, it instantly smooths everything out. I mean, it's not gonna turn into like Facetune, but if you have texture, but it's definitely gonna make it a lot better. So if you're having trouble with like setting your face because it's not looking as smooth as you want it to, try this out. The only thing is, Charlotte Tilbury needs more shades. The formula is so good, like why not have shades for everyone? So that's the really biggest downfall to this powder, is that there's only 3 shades, and I really don't like that. But if you happen to find your shade in this powder, definitely pick it up. Even just for brightening under the eyes, it's so good. So I mentioned these again because I run out of them pretty quickly, and I'm always having to replenish them, like go into my backup jar and take a new one out. So this is the perfect time to pick products like this up. I honestly feel like this is an all-time favorites video because I'm recommending products to you guys that I like have to have. I feel like I go through a brow wiz every week, and I'm not even exaggerating. I don't even do too much to my brows, but either it's breaking or I don't know, it just goes quickly. But I swear I can't stop buying the brow wiz. Like, I know there are other pencils that may last a little bit longer, but there's something about this that's just magical. I always lose the caps, by the way. I use shade medium brown in the dip brow and the brow wiz, and this is the time where I pick up like 2, 3, 4 brow wizzes if I can, because this is just always running out and I just want it to stay in my life. If you use dip brow pomade, tell me it isn't the best feeling to whip open a brand new one. Like, what? When I go out at night and I'm opening a brand new dip brow, like no one can tell me nothing. My brows are gonna be extra fleeky because the product is just so fresh and creamy and perfect. So medium brown is what I use in both, and I currently have both of those on right now. This next item is a little bit more on the pricey side, and I got Angie hooked on this. Every time we go out and we do our makeup together, she's like, where's your Dior palette? Where's the palette? And she actually ended up getting one. This is the Dior Backstage Glow Face palette. Even though I only used 2 out of the 4 shades, really, it's still so worth it. This white bright shade is so perfect for the inner corners, perfect for the nose highlight. Then we have this really beautiful gold that just goes on so smoothly on the skin. These go on like butter, like texture wear. Because I'm like an in-between shade right now, I'm like an NC30. I like the gold, but I brighten it a little bit with the white. And you get this really pretty bronzy highlight. You can use as a bronzer topper or as a highlight, and then the pink as like a blush topper or even as an eyeshadow. But I don't really use those, I'm gonna be honest. I use them sometimes, but these 2 right here, baby, you are going to glow. What I like to do with this palette, because it is pricey, is use it on top of something else as a topper, because it also just elevates any highlight and it just smooths it out. And I like using this with any brush. You can't go wrong with this palette. Pricey, I know, but so worth it. I highly recommend that. This next product I only tried out for the first time today, and you're probably like, well, why would you recommend it for the sale? And I'm recommending this because some people just want to buy new items. They already have their backups, they have their classics, and they use this time to really just like try new things. So this is the Fenty Beauty Sun Stalker Bronzer. So I actually have on 2 shades, and I want to pick up 1 more during the sale, but this one is Private Island. So I use this pretty much to contour today, but I always like using 1 more bronzer to really like kick it up a notch. So for that I used Island Ting. I love that name. This one obviously is deeper, but it also just pulled a lot warmer than the Private Island. So here they are side by side. They look really similar, but on the skin I definitely felt like Island Ting gave me that like bronze that I was looking for, and then Private Island was the perfect like contour, neutral kind of contour color, because I don't really like contouring with cool tone colors. They just don't look good on me. I also use Private Island on my nose, so I really like the formula on this. I'm praying that this does not break me out, because I break out from a lot of Fenty products. Not sure why or what ingredient doesn't react well. Like, her foundation looked beautiful on my skin, and I want to wear it so badly because it photographs so nice, but I can't wear it because I literally got tiny little bumps all over my skin from it. Same thing happened with the Huda Beauty foundation, just with like any foundation other than like Estee Lauder, Makeup Forever, and L'Oreal, Maybelline. Almost every single foundation will break me out in small tiny bumps. I get like contact dermatitis from it, so I'm hoping this doesn't break me out. I don't think it will because it's a powder, but I will report back to you guys probably in a few weeks after trying this if I get any bumps along my contour area. So let's just pray to the makeup gods that this does not break me out. This is also the perfect time to pick up some tools, some brushes if you need some, or some backups. So I have 3 to recommend to you guys. So this first one is the Sephora Pro Sculpting Blush Brush number 99, and it's this really cute dome brush. I just literally used it, so it's dirty, I'm sorry, but I really love this shape for under the eye. It really just gets under there, and if you like brightening your under eye like I do, this is it. This is like the only one that I use when I really want my makeup to come out good, because it doesn't remove my makeup when I'm pressing in. Sometimes the brush will be too hard or the bristles just aren't right and they'll lift foundation off. I don't know if you guys ever experienced that, or like the powder will come off. With this one you don't get that. I really love how soft it is. I mean, any Sephora Pro brush I recommend. And then my Charlotte Tilbury blush brush. You guys see this in almost any tutorial and almost any video I've used this brush. This is one of my favorite brushes to bronze, to just really give my skin color. I use it for blush, I use it for bronzer, I use it to blend. This is like my baby. Again, it's the blush brush, but I use it mainly for bronzer. I really love pressing my bronzer in so that it can last longer. And then for a soft brush, I do love this Surratt brush, and I really like this for powder. I mean, this literally feels like a cloud. So I like this one for blending harsh edges. I actually used this one to bronze today. I used it for pretty much everything, to powder my face, to bronze, to blush. With the 20% off, I think it's worth it. And if you are into high-end brushes and you like to invest in your brushes, then this one is one to invest in. Because again, very pricey, but it literally feels like a dream. Definitely recommend those brushes. So when thinking of this video, I sat down and was like, what palette do I recommend to them that is neutral enough but still has some shimmers and mattes and just like a good equal amount of colorful and neutral, but more on the neutral side. And I definitely would recommend the Dominique Latte palette, because this is the type of palette that I can get playful with, but I can also just keep it very classic Rosita neutral. This is a great multi-purpose palette. So this one has 3 nice shades of brown. You can start off with the lightest and obviously go deeper. I really really love this orange to warm up any look, the yellow for the brow bone for under the eye, and then these 3 really pretty neutral shimmers, and then 2 pops of color. So I just really like this palette. I think it's worth it. You get a mirror. I rarely recommend palettes, again, because I'm very picky with palettes. The formula is bomb. I really like the color selection, easy to travel with. So I recommend this palette to you guys. But I also recommend NARS Galapagos as a single shadow. I love that for underneath my eye. I use it quite a lot. But I just wanted to give a shout out to a palette just in case you were looking for a new one to pick up. I'm definitely going to recommend this in my favorites video, so sorry in advance. But this is the Hourglass Lip Oil Treatment. I love this so much. So basically, mine's very messy right now. That's a downside of it. It does get quite messy, but I don't care. It's so worth it. So basically, you just pump the product out. I'm gonna apply it because I love it so much. So this one is different than the Kopari Lip Glossy, which I do have here, and of course, I recommend. Holy grail, I think I've purchased now like, what, 20 of these? It's insane. I go through it so quickly, but obsessed with the Kopari. But the difference between those two, obviously the price. This is a lot more expensive, but this is actually a treatment. It's an oil, so it's going to definitely hydrate your lips. If you have a lot of lines on your lips or you're just suffering from cracked lips, this is perfect because it's actually treating your lips while it looks nice. The lip glossy keeps my lips moisturized, but this I feel like is more of an intense version of that. So it's thicker, so if you like thicker lip products, then you would really like this. Also, the scent is nice. It has a nice medicinal scent, like classic, like clean. I wouldn't say minty. It literally just smells like medicine, like a treatment. So this is just really, really nice to treat yourself to. I'm upset that I'm just discovering this now because I'm definitely going to continue using this even when this one runs out. I had been eyeing it for so long and I'm so happy that I finally have it. So speaking of lip products, I'm going to speed through my favorite nudes that I just keep on repurchasing. I keep going back to Sephora literally just for these items because I use them so often. This is my new favorite lip liner, period. I've been using it for a while, but I know it's my favorite because it's the only one I've been using. Cork is nice when I'm tan, but it could be very intense. So this is the Makeup Forever Anywhere Caffeine Lip Pencil. This is the perfect nude for my skin tone. It just works with everything. It's neutral enough, but deep enough, but not too deep. It's just perfect. I really have no complaints with this other than the fact that I go through it so quickly. I'll be close to running out of this and I will go to the city to Sephora just to pick up another one because it's that serious. I feel like Makeup Forever is one of those brands that just delivers. They give us what we need, what we want. I am going to be filming a top favorite nude lipsticks. I'm just waiting for the day that I have someone here with me because it's a lot of removing. I'm going to do like a try on. It's a lot of swatching, a lot of removing and touching up the makeup. So it's just easier when you have someone with you because I have quite a few nudes to show you guys. But I do want to quickly just mention that Bite Beauty Blondie is my go-to. If you like my nude recommendations and you haven't picked this up, you definitely should during the sale. So again, it's called Blondie and it's the perfect neutral nude. If you like NYX London or NYX Stockholm, then Bite Beauty Blondie, I know you're gonna love it. And this is a multi-stick. This definitely leans more on the matte side. It's actually meant to be used on the cheeks, on the eyes, or on the lips. But as a lipstick, it is perfection. It also gives you like a nice plump effect. I don't know how to explain it, but if you line your lips really nicely and then you just put this in the middle, it just makes your lips look perfect. Like it doesn't emphasize lines. I honestly can't say enough good things about that. I also wanted to recommend to you guys this lipstick, which is more on the pricey side, but I love it. So this is from Hourglass and it's called I'll Never Stop. And it's what I have on right now with a little bit of mist in the center. But one, packaging is gorgeous. Definitely more of like a splurge moment. If you want to just treat yourself to something nice, this is it. So long wearing, comfortable on the lips, doesn't like wear weirdly, doesn't get on my chin. It's just such a nice formula. Like Hourglass killed this. And this color is my favorite out of all of them. A little bit on the deeper side for me personally, but I like it with a little bit of something in the middle. A little gloss, a little bit of something lighter. They have so many colors in this formula, so if you're into reds, they have berries, they have purples, a lot of browns and nudes. This one's personally my favorite, so if you like my nude recommendations, I'll Never Stop is the way to go. Of course, I'm going to recommend for you guys to pick up the Fenty glosses. I have the original one here, and then I have Fussy. I'm gonna try these on in the try-on video, but I am so obsessed with these glosses. I need Rihanna to come out with like a bigger version of these because I also go through these like water. I lose them every time I go out because I always bring these out with me. I really, really love these two shades. I love Fussy more because it's lighter and it has more of a pink tone. The original one is just more of like a rosy, more brown color, here, but the formula, the scent, you need those. You definitely need those if you haven't picked them up. Also wanted to recommend to you 2 more glosses which are more on the pricey side. So this first one is Marc Jacobs Pretty Thing, and I really love this because it's so thin. It gives you high shine, but it doesn't feel thick on the lips. Pretty Thing is my favorite color. I also love Sugar Sugar. That one has a minty scent, which I really like. It just makes your breath feel really fresh. And then Pat McGrath, her lip gloss formula. This gives you so much shine as well. Feels really comfortable on the lips. This one is in Flesh Astral. I always say both just in case. This is literally the perfect gloss. The only downside is the price, but it is so worth it to me. I mean, these shine. You can see the shine right now, but these will make your lips look like glass. Pretty Thing or Flesh Astral and the Fenty gloss. I feel like those are the 3 glosses you need in your life. I also really love the NARS gloss in At First Sight. That gives you mega shine as well. It'll literally make your lips look like glass. Clearly, I have a nude lipstick addiction, obsession, if you will. During the sale, I feel like you should at least pick up one that I mentioned because I'm telling you guys, I've tried so many different formulas and these are it. So the last 2 products that I'm going to mention to you are actually hair tools. I get tons of compliments on my hair and I just want to say thank you because it's definitely been a long time coming and I'm very picky with what I use for my hair. But basically this hairbrush is all you'll ever need. So this is a Tangle Teaser and this one is the one with the handle. So this one's special because I feel like it's so much easier to use, especially if you have long hair, because the original Tangle Teaser, the little ball, what is this? The original Tangle Teaser, the one that looks like a little comb, like a little ball, that's nice, but I feel like this is so much easier to hold onto, to grip onto. So what's nice about this brush is that I can use it wet or dry. It is so damaging on your hair to use the wrong type of brush when your hair is wet. So when your hair is wet is when it's most fragile and delicate. So if you use just any old brush, you can cause a lot of damage, a lot of breakage. So this brush will not break your hair. It just glides through. It takes out all of my tangles. I know that I love this so much because when I don't have it and I use someone else's brush or just a brush that's there, I hate it. Like I just can't get to comb my hair nicely. So wet or dry, tangles or not, this brush is just everything. You'll know the difference when you use this. It just, you can feel the difference. I know they sell Tangle Teaser in so many different places, but this specific brush they have at Sephora and you can get it with the 20% off. Definitely worth it. And then my favorite flat iron to this day has definitely been one that I got at Sephora, so I wanted to recommend it to you guys. Very pricey. I remember when I bought it, I was like a little taken back. So I'm like, am I really spending this much on a flat iron when I have other flat irons? But I did a lot of research and I read a lot of reviews, and this has been my favorite, I think, for 2 years now. I might have been using it for a little longer. I can't really remember when, but I haven't looked back. So this is the Bioionic 10 times flat iron. It goes up to 450 degrees. It leaves my hair so silky and so straight and so shiny. I don't know if you guys can tell the difference between my hair now and from other videos. Today I actually straightened it myself with this and it takes me maybe 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. I do have naturally frizzy hair. I get a keratin every 4 to 6 months. So when my keratin is kind of wearing out, I could tell that my hair is getting frizzier, but with this, you cannot tell because in 5 to 10 minutes, my hair is thin, straight, shiny, glossy, healthy looking. It doesn't damage my hair, it doesn't pull on my hair. I never get those like weird like tugs. I honestly can't say enough good things about this flat iron. I love the length of it. I don't use it to curl my hair, but you can because the plates are rounded. If you're gonna invest in it, might as well invest in it now with the sale. So now I'm quickly gonna go through what's in my cart, but honestly it's nothing really crazy. The first item I have in here is the Versace Dylan Blue Ovetto. I guess that's what it's called. I have it in there because I'm running low on mine and I need another one. I have 2 Sephora Collection brushes. I have the Pro Angled Blush Brush, which is the number 49. This is what it looks like. I pretty much put it in my cart because I was watching someone's tutorial or someone apply their makeup and they really loved it for contouring. And usually I pick up products because I see them in tutorials or I see them in action. I'm like, ooh, I think I would really like that. So I have the number 49 and I also have the number 72 brush. Someone was using this one for bronzer and it's one of their newer brushes and the shape was so innovative to me. I'm like, that looks perfect because you guys know I love to bronze my temples. So the shape was just perfect perfect. The way that she used it for like her cheeks and for the side of her face, I'm like, that makes sense. So I have those two brushes in there. I was not kidding when I told you guys that I have an addiction to the Fenty lip gloss, because I actually have a Fussy in my cart, and that's because I go through them so quickly that I know I'm gonna need another one soon, so might as well get it now. And I also have a Marc Jacobs Pretty Thin Gloss in here because, again, it's like a staple product for me. I know eventually I'm gonna run out and I am gonna repurchase it, so might as well get it now with the sale. And then the only other two items in there are the Fenty bronzers in 2 other colors that I don't have. So that's literally all I have in my cart as of right now. But I want you guys to let me know what I should pick up, maybe an item that you guys haven't seen me use and you're like, Rose, you need to get on it. Please tell me those recommendations because I want to add them to my cart. I feel like my haul right now would be so boring. It's glosses and brushes and bronzer, and they're all pretty much products that I've tried, brands that I've tried. So I want to try new things, so please recommend to me what you're getting or what you would like to get or what you would like to see me try out, so I can let you guys know if I like it or not. So that concludes this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I have my favorites coming up, nude lip video coming up. I haven't forgotten about the Libra and the Virgos. Trust me, it's coming up. My eyes have calmed down a lot, so I feel like I can now do tutorials. That's why I'm wearing eyeshadow today. I haven't really worn eyeshadow in so long. I was just letting my eyes breathe because they were going through it. That's the reason why I haven't been doing tutorials. It's not because I don't want to, it's because my allergies have gotten out of hand. I honestly feel like I'm that aunt that doesn't know how to say bye. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.